In the name of our ancestors, peace forever, and always, and welcome to another Let's Go on a Walk session of the Fairytales Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angel Snub Nub 7. Okay. Taking advantage of the good weather. Getting much strong on these walks. The last time I walked this same path, it was pretty slow. So I'm gonna have to increase my 3 miles, maybe to 5 miles, because this 3-mile walking is becoming too easy. Soon as I leave the house, it seems as though I'm already ready to turn back around and go back. I'm getting real strong. And also I have to watch, when you walk, you have to watch your posture. I don't want to be bent all over. I want to walk straight up and down. You got to have good posture. Build those muscles, keep those muscles strong. You don't want to be all slumped over like you see some people. A lot of people don't walk right. They don't walk straight up and down. They walk with a slump. You are upright. You're supposed to walk straight up and down. You're supposed to walk upright, not at an angle, straight up. That's what I'm gonna concentrate while I'm walking. Keep good posture. When you get tired, you have this thing about slumping over because you're getting tired. If that's the case, I don't need to walk anymore. I have to, because it's defeating the purpose. You're trying to get stronger. You're not trying to be weak. Shout out to the Dickens of Reality in the chat room. I think I seen Nanny. Shout out to Nanny this morning. Thank you for joining us on this brief talk on our little walk here. Oh man, did you see that? Had a bug. Had a bug right here. Okay. What did we want to talk about this morning? Or this afternoon, rather. In some places, it's afternoon. It's afternoon. Let me get past this little dangerous spot. You better keep an eye on what's happening. You get hit by a car. A lot of these folks can't drive. And they don't pay attention either, so I'm right next to a real busy road here. Real easy to get hit by a car. We don't want to be live on live stream and get hit by a car. Trying to gain my breath and talk here at the same time, trying to walk. Already been walking a little while. I'm gonna add a few more steps to this walk. Like I told you, it's too easy. I'm gonna have to let it go a little bit. All right. As many of you know, I used to drive tractor trailers. And I shared the road with many different kinds of trucks that carried all types of goods across the country. And some of you've seen the various different kinds of trucks. Wood, coal, refrigerators, all types of different things, including cows and chickens. And my thing, I thought was pretty mean, although it was true, was this stop right here real quick. I can't even hardly see. It was one of these trucks that carry animals like cows and chickens. I was running behind a truck. The trailer said, "The last rodeo." The last rodeo. I'm like, wow. And then I did not carry the cows, but I used to go to the slaughterhouses and I would pick up some of the products from the slaughterhouse. And when you go to, oh wow, when you go to any slaughterhouse, they always talk about the pig. Don't eat the pig. Pigs are nasty. When you go to the slaughterhouse, whether it's pig or chickens or any of these places, they all stink. And if you have a weak stomach, you're not gonna. So, what I noticed about the slaughterhouse is that the animals in the slaughterhouse, or the animals on a farm, and we call that's the last person, that's the person's last ride. It's the last. But these animals, but this trailer is telling us a story of the destination of these animals, the last ride. They're on their way to the slaughterhouse. But the animals are just living their life. America. So, brothers and sisters, the Black American, or whatever you want to call yourself, we can't even make up our mind really what we want to call ourselves. In fact, we've never really named ourselves. Somebody else named us, the slave master, some other Negroes with their religion. Oh, we're the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth. We're the chosen people of God. We're the Israelites. We didn't name ourselves nothing. We didn't discover nothing. Everything about us comes from some other source rather than ourselves. And a lot of us may think that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. At the same time, you would not name your child after your neighbor. You would not name your child that you really don't know. That's not part of your family. We name our children, and we want to give our children names that reflect who we are. Our vanity, because that's really what it is. It's vanity. And for over 100-some years since the end of slavery, and we keep making excuses here. Dr. King said he's afraid. He told us as a people that we're in a burning house, so he don't have to worry about living in a house burning or otherwise. But here we are, over 50 years since his passing, and we're still here in the burning house. It's a slaughterhouse. It's a slaughterhouse. And we're comfortable. Waiting to die. Because that's what goes on at the slaughterhouse. You waiting to die. That's what happens when they put you on death row. You are waiting to die. So here we are in America. We're just waiting to die. Basically, it's just a matter of time. Because we're in a burning house. That's what Dr. King said. And many of you understand that this is not a good situation. But you fail to get off death row. Or you don't know how to get off death row. You don't have a proper attorney to file papers for you, so you sit on death row. Now the thing about this, the situation better. There are those who will not take the advice of their counsel. And waiting for death. In the slaughterhouse, waiting for death. On death row, like the cow and the chicken. And many of us understand, many of us know. Telling me he's having transmission problem, that they're gonna die. It's man-made. It's a tool that ancient people used, spiritual people. So what you're basically saying is at night, it would scare the hell out of the slaves because they would look like ghosts. And it continues to work. Scary scenario. not even to get off death row. Get better. We shall over about my mother as a cancer. Your own life will bring a smile to my mother's face. It made them laugh. And even after I told the story, I myself, and it hurt a little bit because they thought the story was true. My mother refused to believe that it was just a story. She thought it was true. And she refused because it made her feel good. The lie or this tall tale, this fabrication brought joy. And this is what you will see in us as African American or black people in this country. It seems as though that's why my ministry has a problem keeping listeners, because we have to keep it real here. And reality hurts. And so I would assume after hundreds of years of severe abuse, we're tired of hearing these stories and talking about these things that bring us hurt. We want joy, we want pleasure, even though we know that is false. Wow. They would rather hear lies. But this is how many cope. You got to find some kind of mechanism. Instead of concentrating on how to solve your problem, let me just try to escape somehow. And that's what these do. Can't handle the truth, the reality of things. And these are adults. These are not children, these are adults. If you taught a child better, they could accept reality. And we teach them the same thing, how to be scared, how to try to escape. So the children are drug addicts because drugs are used to escape, and liquor and pornography, even food. We want to try to escape, even though some pretend like they don't. This life that we live, this how things are going, it can't last forever. Something's got to give. And the only reason why, it could be war, it could be a drought, severe famine. being the age that I am, I really don't trip off of it a lot. I didn't even think I would be here in 2023 because I was diagnosed with cancer 3 years ago, going on 4. And I didn't want the doctor to tell me some kind of fairy tale. I wanted the doctors to tell me, and I told them. Because my doctor didn't act, the behavior changed. I said, what's wrong? I mean, just tell me. Well, you have cancer. How long do I have to live? What's going on? What's happening? I want to know. Because it's time to go. It's not time to cry. You should celebrate. You done your time. It's time to go. Get my affairs straight. Because the little that I have left, I don't want none of it to go to the state. Even though these relatives are I don't even like talking about relatives. There are people who are not even biologically related to you much better than those who actually come from your bloodline. This is a fact. This is a fact. So just tell me straight. And I don't want to hear no stories. If you believe in God, things will get better. I can accept things just for what they are. And if it gets better, cool. If it don't, I'm dealing with it. No big deal. But there are those who things gonna get better. And they want to tell these feel-good stories. But it doesn't change the cancer. The cancer does not change. Our situation in America does not change because you believe in Jesus or Allah, or you are the Asiatic black man, cream of the planet Earth. Your situation does not change. We need to control what we can, and we refuse to do that because many of us, we have escaped the universe or whatever. We don't have to do anything to sit on our ass. But the God in the universe, our problem was not created by the universe. Our problem was not created by God. Our problem was created by another man. And if man can create the problem, man can solve the problem because it's man-made. I will say this in conclusion. I paraphrase. But brother Dr. Martin Luther King said, evil exists because good people do nothing. All these, if humanity, see, this raises the question. If the good people outnumber the evil people, why are we catching so much hell? Why are we going through all this? Because good people do nothing. That's why. And always hear from the I always hear from the Pan-African community, the blackity black scholarship community. You always hear from them, when the black man rise up, when the black man rise up, things gonna change. Because the black man is this sleeping elephant beast that's gonna wake up and bring everything into order. My problem with that is, didn't this didn't you rule to begin with? And even under your rule, according to the history that you wrote, it wasn't peaches and cream. You began to cry because another man kicked you in your ass. And you was doing the same thing that he done to others. Well, look what white folks do. Look at what you do. They talk about the destruction of the white man, but death is death. You murdered and pillaged with your spears or your technology that you had, no different than what these folks do. And you'll be a fool to try to argue with me, because right now in Africa, the little weapons that they do get, they use it to kill their own people. With guns, with weapons they get from the white man. They do the same thing. So what make you think these idiots coming into power is going to change? Well, the scriptures say this is a battle not of race. It's not about race. This is the battle between good and evil. Not no race of people, specific people, because all human beings have demonstrated evil. All of them. The scriptures talks about the battle between good and evil. And the sleeping giant is the forces of good. Because deep down inside, the majority of human beings are good. But the wicked keep you under control with fear. And they keep you docile with these fairy tale stories. That's how they keep you under control. And the wicked pretend like they are like you, that they're good. And you fall for the old okie doke. The old wolf in sheep's clothing routine. You fall for the old okie doke. We know who's good. We know who's evil. Some of y'all, because you're silly, some of y'all call good people evil. Why is Angel Snub Nub 7 evil? Because we tell the truth, we bring reality. That is good for you. But you have been turned into a being that dislikes reality, dislikes the truth. We suffer because good people do nothing. And I know during my time on social media, I've seen people come and go, and they wouldn't come and go like that if they took action on changing the condition, but they fall, and it's easier to get drunk. It's easier to believe in Jesus. It's easier to believe in Allah and spaceships and all this other stuff that we talk about. And freedom is not free. The same energy that it took to put us in this condition, you're going to have to use that same energy to change it. And the reason why things have not changed, the reason why things, oh, there go a little kitty cat. Can y'all see the little kitty cat? Where's the little kitty cat? How you doing, little kitty cat? Gotta see you later, kitty cat. See you later, kitty kitty. The reason why things aren't going to change is because good people do nothing. It's simple as that. That's why things aren't going to change. So, the reason why Angel Snub Nub 7 and people like myself catch so much heat, because I put pressure on the good people. There are a lot of folks who are no good. I'm not talking to them. But I know that in the hearts of many folks, you're good. You're good. You're a good person. But you're afraid to take on the wicked. You're afraid to take on this devil. Not no fictional character. Those with the attributes of a devil. These attributes. You're afraid because we have been conditioned to try to escape. And so the wicked understand, as long as you live in la la land, as long as you're afraid, as long as you don't accept the reality of your situation, nothing's going to change. And that's good for them. And this is why it just goes on and on and on and never stops. Because we refuse to take the appropriate action to stop it. That's the reason why. It's not my fault. How you doing, sir? How you doing, all right. It's not my fault. I have accepted the responsibility. I have accepted my role. And my role in the fight is to call out the soldiers and bring them to the fight. Because I understand that this is not going to change until we change it. You're comfortable. Shout out to you, MD20. We're comfortable in this condition. Nothing is going to change until we change it. So on that note, I just wanted to talk to us for a few minutes. Go on this walk. Woo, I'm a little on the tired side, man. And but I feel great. A person carrying cancer, and I probably feel better than some of y'all that never been sick in your life. And I'm carrying evil. Cancer is evil. So when you get a chance, go on a little walk, do a little exercise. Straighten up your back. Watch your posture. Stand up straight and tall. Physically. We have to do the same thing with our minds also. And that's the real threat. So I'm the threat on social media. That's why over 100 channels terminated on social media. I'm the threat. Because if people act upon what we talk about here on this platform, the change is going to come. The change that is described in the Revelation will come and kick these nasty folks, put them out of business once and for all. The scriptures say the kingdom of heaven is in you. The scriptures talks about that the kingdom of heaven is on earth. It's right here. We are what we make it. Even in our personal homes. If we want our homes to be peaceful, we can make it that way. And if there's a hellraiser, we kick their ass out of our house. You get rid of them so we can have peace. This is no different. But we're talking about billions of people involved. But there's some hellraisers. We got to kick them out. Kick them out the house. They're not going to go easy. So the Jesus in the Bible is supposed to return, but he returns with a sword. He come to fight. And the revelations in the scriptures talk about the shedding of blood so high to the bridle of a horse. That's the only way you're going to get rid of this. This is the only way you're going to solve this problem once and for all. This is what the Revelations speak of. But as long as the good don't want to do nothing except go to church and clap your hands, stomp your feet, talk about what God gonna do and whatever. God gave your instructions in the Bible and Quran what you need to do. But again, some of the problem is we don't know the difference between who is good and who is evil. And we think all the folks that smile and skin and grin in your face is like you. They're looking out for your good. They're not. All we got to do, actions speak louder than words. So no matter what a person says, no matter what Angel Snub Nub says, look at my actions, not how I run my mouth. Then you can distinguish who is who. Because those who are wicked operate a certain way. And they got to. Even when they lying in your face. Because they are who they are. Jot down your comments, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. I also would like to invite you to join us December the 7th, 2023, Soul Liberation Day. Our theme is free your mind, and the rest will follow. Oh yeah, and the rest will follow. You just don't understand. You don't understand the reward. You just don't understand the benefits and what you really get once you move this stuff out the way. Evil exists because good people do nothing. Like our brother Don Cornelius used to always say as in pardon, I wish us love, peace, and soul. We are Audi 5000.